On Wednesday, June 24, 2026. Satellite cloud overview. At the moment, the storm appears to be facing two possible paths. One option is to move into Vietnam, East Sea. The other is to be drawn northward by the tropical convergence zone. From the perspective, the tropical depression that developed after Mekhala has now been named High Ghost. Its role may be coming to an end as it gradually migrates into the convergence zone and move toward the water north Japan. Meanwhile, after spending more than a day gaining ascendancy near the eastern coast of the Manila, Mekhala has weakened slightly. However, it still remains quite far from the convergence zone. For that reason, the likelihood of the storm continuing towards Vietnam East Sea remains relatively high. Even if it enters the East Sea, though it may not stay there for very long. A broad cloud band stretching across the northern East Sea is already pushing the storm northward, while the convergence zone itself is also pulling it in the same direction. And this is where things become especially interesting. A cool air mass from the Siberia has begun moving southwards. It is gradually forcing the lingering warm air over the Himalaya and the Tibetan Plateau farther to the south. If this cool air continues advancing into southern China or reach the mountainous region of northern Vietnam, Mekhala could weaken into the tropical depression and eventually merge with the convergence zone. We will continue watching this develop over the next 24 hours. For now, the sky remains mostly clear from the Lạng on the way down to Cà Mau. Cloud cover is changing rapidly, allowing heat to build across much of the country. Weather radar overview. Today, the radar imagery remains relatively quiet. No cloud system is currently large enough to produce widespread rainfall. Only the few small clusters of the cloud remain over the northern mountain and the part of the southern Vietnam. With the daytime heating and influence of the local currents, this cloud flow still developed into isolated afternoon thunderstorm. Meanwhile, the offshore storm continuing drawing much of the available moisture towards itself. As a result, hot weather is expected to continue from the Cao Bang and Hà Giang all the way to Cà Mau. By tomorrow, temperature may easily slide in some area as a cold cloud bunch moves in from Laos, bringing shower and thunderstorm to part of the central Vietnam and the central highland. Hanoi, however, is expected to remain hot with a little change of rain. The Mekong Delta continues to experience dry continuation. The area of the greatest concern is the Cotton Strait from the Thanh Hóa to Quảng Ngãi. Many locations there have gone nearly 2 weeks without any significant rainfall. Quickly, weather forecast. Northern Vietnam, 25 to 33 degrees Celsius, partly cloudy with sunny interval. Isolated shower may develop over the high mountain during the late afternoon and the evening. Central Vietnam, 29 to 37 degrees Celsius, a variable cloud cover. Scattered thunderstorms are possible over the western mountainous area, central highland and southern Vietnam. 23 to 33 degrees Celsius, scattered shower and thunderstorms are expected. Rainfall may be local heavy, but most shower will be short-lived. Hoàng Sa, Trường Sa, and Phu Quoc belong to Vietnam. 28 to 33 degrees Celsius, scattered shower and thunderstorm, slight to moderate sea around the Trường Sa Island. Wave high are expected to range from 1 to 2 meters. Water shower remain at alert for the water sport and sudden strong wind gusts. Today perspective. In the previous woodland, many of you asked an interesting question. When Vietnam Sea has much rainfall, this is usually as unusual does. At this point, I still don't have enough evidence to give a confident answer. Since the beginning of this rainy season, every tropical system has weakened before, making a direct impact on Vietnam. Right now, there is still one tropical storm and one low pressure system over the western Pacific. However, both are being strongly influenced by the tropical convergence zone, which has remained unusual present since February. Because of that, there is still a good chance that Mekhala may never reach Vietnam, but it's my view where the storm eventually goes is not the most important question. The bigger question is what it is taking away. It is pulling clouds away from Vietnam. It is drawing moisture out over the open sea. And with that moisture goes a large part of the atmospheric energy that normally help generate rainfall across the country. If this pattern continues, the drought, not the storm itself, could become the greater concern. That's exactly what I will continue watching over the coming day and what will be following together in the next weather bulletin. Thank you for watching. If you have any question about tomorrow weather, I would be very grateful and I would be happy to share my personal perspective. See you the next time.